Hello folks, and welcome to Interstellar Pilot 2. Can you beat the game with the worst ship? This is the worst ship, Scout class. Stats are trash. It's only got one actual laser on it. In my case, I will be modifying a little bit. It won't really make it that much better, but it's the best that we can do, and this is the one that'll be modified. So it's got two laser ones on it, I believe, on my version. I'll be using the default universe next, and we'll be starting with the newcomer save since you start with just a Ranger A, and we're doing Ranger A only. Alright, so you start with no intel. So the best way to get intel without having to buy all of it is to find a trader who's slower than me. Pause the game for a second, and then tell my ship to follow it. Yeah, there you go. And because the hauler is slower than I am, I can just hypersleep at 16 speed, which is the best feature. I'm going to be skipping a lot of stuff, so I'll, you know. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Alright, I think that's enough stuff for now. We can start trading ourselves. It didn't work perfectly, but it worked good enough to get us a trade route here. Yeah, see? Alright, and now we just hypersleep until I get enough money to build another Ranger. It looks like we're getting pretty close to actually being able... I'm going to exit the ship, because that way I can just sit at this station and buy them. So here it would be still not enough money. So I'm going to wait some more. I'm currently at about 12 minutes in, and I almost have enough to buy the second ship. Finally, a second ship. We will go ahead and just buy the Ranger H just for money building sake. I like to just new orders, trade. Easiest way to make money in this game. If I have passenger taxi ships, then I would just do that because that'd be faster as well. And on top of it, the Rangers don't have the ability to do mining, or they can do mining, but then they have no defenses, so it's just a mining laser. They're kind of useless. I don't like doing that. You can't do passengers with Rangers. They're too small. So trading is your best option for money with the worst ship in the game. Apparently the station I'm sitting at is getting attacked. Well, guess I'll gotta check and make sure those aren't enemies. No, they're not enemies. As you see, this is what I've discovered so far, and pretty much the only two places I'm trading are just these two. Just gonna request a taxi to a different location so I can hypersleep faster. With Rangers, there's not too much you could do. I'm sure I could do like quests where I just tow people's abandoned vehicles to stations or something. But honestly, I feel like this is the fastest way to make money, is just to go tell your ships to go trade and just sit in 16 speed. And then once you make enough money, buy another ship. I'm honestly going to start buying my supers, just because they come with two laser ones. I want my ships to slowly be able to defend each other. It is so painfully slow getting new ships. Ranger Super. Buy. Trade. So this has been my gameplay forever now. Just building more ships one at a time. But it's finally over. I can now buy an entire fleet all at once and tell it just one time, trade. And all of them will use their entire cargo capacity. And it's beautiful. And then later I could use these as combat fleets if I want to as well, since they have the best version of themselves that can possibly be for whatever trash they are. But yep, so I'm gonna build more fleets for trading until I feel comfortable enough. I still haven't really discovered anything because you know what, I should buy some exploration ships. That'd be kind of interesting. I'll buy 5. I never buy exploration stuff, so, you know, we'll see how that goes. We'll see if they get anything interesting. There it is, explore universe, and they'll just go anywhere. Alright, now that we're getting some solid money and I've got plenty of fleets, I think it would be a good buy. If you don't know, you can go to factions, go to comms and ask for intel, and that is the quickest way to find out stuff. Alright, I have talked to literally every faction that has intel, and this is what the map kind of looks like. So anything that has enemy sectors, I disable the navigation for, and that way my guys don't try and fly into them and get destroyed. Because I just have trading fleets right now. I'm going to keep working on building a late game trade fleet. We're like set of fleets, and then that way once I go into the combat stage, I will have millions of ships that I can constantly replace my dudes with, because I'm going to need it. Alright, so I've been like basically letting it AFK for 2 minutes, like just letting it run on 16 speed. I already have like millions of dollar dues that I've been making just by leaving for 2 minutes. So I definitely have a late game economy, so very soon it's basically just going to be me saving up for a massive combat fleet, which will be very soon, I imagine. So I started getting these messages, ship destroyed in Helmus. Helmus itself is pretty safe, but the problem is the universe has gotten a little darker, soulless. It needs to be disabled, so the core universe is still pretty sane. I gotta eat, so otherwise I got like 10 million credits now. Otherwise I would just take over the universe now, but I think we'll need more Ranger A's. For every 8 is about 230. So yeah, we'll have hundreds of Ranger A's by the time I'm ready. Alright, so I finished eating. I have 15 million credits, which means I gotta buy a lot of ships. The best thing for me to do as well is for me to buy and enter one ship, so I can use it to tell the others to protect me, so that I can have the ability to send all the ships to one place easily. Alright, so as you can tell, I have gone through and bought so many fleets of Rangers. Now all I have to do is give them orders to protect me, which isn't too bad. It's basically just this, and then I go to combat, protect me, and I just do that 100 times. I'll see you when I'm done with that. Alright, so I've gone through the painfully long process of telling all of them to protect me, except for the ones that are doing trade, because it's good to have random ships moving around. And I can undock with my one ship here, and you can see, oh man, it lags when I open up the screen of just how many ship fleets I have out here. It is unbelievable. But the whole reason we're doing this is because I need to take over the universe. So the first thing we do is fly to all of the zones that hate us, kill anything that's there that doesn't like us, and then put a HQ down, a sector HQ, and that's how you get the controlled by you thing. So eventually we will have to declare war on all of these. I think it's just 3 factions that own parts of the universe outside of these ones that hate me. So yeah, the TEF, which is basically the government, Lambda, which is the biggest corporation, Al-Ghat is another corporation we'll defeat. So alright, so we have flown in. Oh, scanner. Okay. Enemy marker. Looks like they're almost dead already, and I haven't even been in here. So it's kind of nice. I can also tell my guys that they're allowed to navigate in here now. I'm going to go ahead and build a sector HQ, since there's no reason not to right now. Something I forgot to do is you go to fleets, go to orders, settings, stance, and then just maximum aggression apply to all fleets. And then that way, since we're a ranger, I can't survive by myself in fights. So this is basically how I fight them. Just look at that blob. Instantly kills all of the stuff that was there. And they all come back to me. Let's check how many ships I have right now. I think it's 732 rangers that I have. So, too many. But we've taken over one sector, I think. Did my building get destroyed? I think they killed my building, actually. Yeah, they killed my building. That's fine. Alright, so we'll have to build it again. Alright, and then it's good to leave one fleet behind to, just to defend this. Protect. Yep. I don't think it'll make too much of a difference. We have hundreds of ships. Uh-oh, I clicked the property button. No! So much lag on the property button. Alright. Next location should be a lot harder to fight. It should get harder as we go through. Because that was too easy. I didn't even get shot at. Alright. I gotta stick close to my fleets so I don't get singled out and murdered. So as we get closer, it seems like there are more stations nearby. Alright, got one. Nice. One big line. Look at that. Beautiful. And they killed whatever it was. I think something just tried to come in to this like massive circle of rangers and instantly got eviscerated. I didn't even get thrown out because if you're in hypersleep and your stuff gets attacked, you normally get thrown out of hypersleep. But I'm doing this just so I can get my economy going. There you go, above 500,000. Then I could buy another HQ. 3 more hostile station areas left, and then we will work on these empires, which could actually be a really big problem for us. We'll see though. Uh-oh, I got targeted. Woo! I don't want to get hit though. If I get hit, it's a problem for me because these things are weak. And if my ship dies, all of those orders I had to put through to protect me go away. And that would be... I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it again. Alright, looks like they're killing all the ships. That's an overlord. Second strongest ship in the game just got instantly killed. So our problem here is... So here's a bug I found, is that there's clearly an enemy station, multiple enemy stations here, but they're not showing up on the targets. So all your AI that would normally just auto kill stuff won't see them until you get close enough, and then all of a sudden they'll be able to see all of them. That's kind of weird. So let's just see if this is close enough. I don't want to get too close because I don't want to get shot at. These are definitely enemies of mine, right? Comms. Diplomacy. Declare war. Okay, they're not enemies, apparently. They're just extremely unhappy with my existence. That's, I'm just going to declare war. Because if they're this unhappy with me, like, before I finish, I'm pretty sure they'll declare war on me. So I'm just going to speed this up. Okay, well that solves that problem. Also, that means that this time the bug was caused by just not being enemies in the first place. It's funny that it showed up on map as if they were enemies before they declared war on me. Also, look at that. All those laser ones. Dude, little laser field. It's kind of interesting looking. Yeah. Destroyed. Instantly deleted. Fairly instantly deleted. Even with big ships, oftentimes it takes longer than that. We just have so many of them. So many. Ooh. Okay. That's scary. I don't like missiles in my area. I'm gonna go ahead and just let the game go. Hypersleep. Hypersleep always works. They instantly deleted everything that was here. I keep saying instantly, but it's like there is an abandoned flyer here, but it would feel wrong to take it considering this is a Ranger A only challenge. Cannot beat the universe with the worst ship. Wouldn't be the case if I start doing that. The other thing I could have done would have been to hire mercenaries, but I think this is a more pure challenge without taking on big ships and also hiring mercenaries that would just basically be big ships. Alright. Didn't have to wait very long for the money to build a sector HQ, so that's done. Alright, onto Unknown 209. Yep. We've taken over 3 sectors so far. Plenty more to go. I think the default universe has 12 sectors. I think I have all of them discovered, so you can see that some of the fleets kind of lag behind. And it's because they normally have like a super injured ship that's got like an engine that's gone bad or something, because there's components to each of the ships and your components can be damaged. So it could be like a capacitor or an engine or something. Oh, one of my sector HQs is being under attack. My sector HQ isn't finished yet, so hopefully they can hold off. Who knows? Best way to look is actually to look at fleet. Best way to look at how your stuff is doing is to look at fleets normally, or property. In that other universe, I still have all 8 ships, and again, I don't know if it'll hold. We'll see. Hopefully I don't have to come back and get my sector HQ. So I only see a repair shop here. I feel like there'd be more in this sector, but when I look at this, it says it's very secure with all of my Ranger A's here. Or they're basically Ranger A's, modified Ranger A's. I call them Ranger Supers because they have 2 laser cannons on them. Yeah, the green ships I believe are TF. Yeah, you can see they've been basically working on them. So I think this sector basically got secured by an ally before we got even close. I'm going to go ahead and build a sector HQ and tell a fleet to protect it. Looks like our fleet in Wolf held, so luckily I don't have to go back all the way over there. Yeah, and none of them died either. One got very injured though, or 2 maybe. It's like kind of yellow. We're gonna fly to allow navigation. I don't know what's happening in Al-Ghat's territory, but I'm getting attacked apparently. Yeah, I even lost a ship, it looks like. So that's interesting. I don't know what's going on over there. Maybe there's pirates or something. I've gotten in there. There you go. All my ships are starting to come through now. There you go. I don't know why. Sometimes some of the ships will see the enemy and some of them won't. It's probably this Apollo guy. Probably triggered a bunch of my ships. I didn't really realize how fast the Ranger A could be. It's like almost 100 in speed. In this game, there's only one ship that consistently goes over 100 on default, and it's the Thunderer. See, another abandoned ship. With all of my Ranger A's having like laser 1s, they kind of just injure stuff to the point at which they get abandoned. So I could technically take over a bunch of stuff, but I'm not going to. I don't think I really need to. I have so many. So many Rangers. Apparently, I don't know if they hired the mercenary or if the mercenary was just didn't like me. That's an interesting little thing there. I'm just gonna hypersleep here. I don't think I'm gonna get attacked. It's funny hypersleeping right next to the enemy, just so you can watch them get destroyed even quicker. I'm also like, I was gonna say I'm also like taking stuff over, but I guess my dudes are so many that they're just killing the stuff. Oh, I accidentally clicked hypersleep. Actually, I need to hypersleep in order to take over this sector, so we're gonna wait. That also helps clear up the stragglers, the patrol vessels. So there you go. It's just like a little blob of action for a couple seconds there. Alright, we have enough money to build a sector HQ. So far, none of my fleets have lost like half of their guys, so that's pretty good. Been keeping mostly good on not dying, losing a couple ships here or there on the fleets. Alright, so the first faction we're going to declare war on that owns a sector I wasn't already against is Al-Ghat, because they only have one. Lambda has 4, I think. No, they have 3. Lambda has 3, and the TEF has 3 as well. So we'll declare war on Al-Ghat, then TEF, and then Lambda. That's the plan. Yeah, there's a couple of Apollo ships here. Best thing I can do before I declare war is go to Al-Ghat. How far down the list are they? They're down here. And ask them for their sector intel. Yep, and that's all they had, so I can declare war now. There's only 2 factions stronger than me, and it's TEF and Lambda, so it'll be interesting to see if I can beat those who are stronger than me. Unfortunately, it does count strength. For strength, they count the money that a faction has. So if they have $100,000 just like saved in the bank, that just gets counted as part of their strength. I don't really like that system. I'd rather see how many like actual physical things they have rather than just how much money they can spend, because for some reason the AI doesn't spend all of its money. I might just let my ships fight for a little bit. Oh, I got targeted. Oh, I got targeted. As you can see, I took 1 hit and 2 of my shields are down, and I'm slightly injured. Not like horrifically, but that's not something I like happening. So we'll go ahead and I can't hypersleep because I got attacked. But personally, I enjoy this view of looking at things a little bit more. Look at how many dudes I have. It's beautiful. Actual swarm tactics. I am the plague. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. I'm lagging so much just looking at it because I'm both registering the real one and the map version. So I'm at like 6 frames. Oh, it's good. Oh, yep, the Magnus. Oh, I thought the Magnus disappeared. Oh, there it goes. It's gone now. It's so good. So good. This trade station actually can be a big problem. I've actually had trade stations wipe me before. Like in this configuration while they have other stations around them. Oh yeah. Oh my. So much stuff getting destroyed right now. How's that trade station doing? Still has all of its shields. The sector HQ is going to be mine very soon. Imagine being this random Magnus, watching all of this happen. Alright, down to the trade station. You can see its little health bar down here. Oh, it's got 3 shields down. So you can kill a thing without all of its shields being down. It's just that if their shields are down, you can hit the hull. So all of its shields are down, and it's very close to death. And it's mine. I now own a trade station. Hopefully it doesn't get destroyed. And nope, I got to keep it. I think the sector HQ is still alive. Yep, so I don't have to buy a new one, which is nice because I don't have the money to. There's random stuff in other places. Let me check how bad this situation is. So it's, I have one fleet of Rangers versus a Magnus. I don't think I win that. Maybe, but I don't think so. So we're gonna go over there and support that, and then we'll declare war on one of these factions, either TEF or Lambda. Alright, well, by the time I got to the sector, they had already cleared it. As you can see, they lost 2 ships to the Magnus, but I think either the Magnus died or it ran away. If it ran away, I will never find it. The sector HQ got kind of damaged, but it survived, so that's all that matters. Alright, so I'm in a TF territory. Terrain Expeditionary Force. Comms, they have no intel for me, so it is war declared, and that immediately gives me enemies in their territory. Apparently they didn't have anything outside their territory, so that works for me. I am going to go ahead and just hypersleep through this one because I don't think there's very much going on here. They do have a fleet, so I'm gonna kind of try and stay alive here. Maybe I'll do some damage. Fight here. Look at that. Oh, I couldn't even fight that guy. He's dead. I don't want to fight any of the big ships in case they... Actually, you know what? Big ships would be best. So they will run away from them. Controller. Goodness. Everything's just getting destroyed. Rangers are actually super powerful. The best ship in the game. You can tell by price. Cheap always works. I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot this station. If I can. Oh yeah, it's mine. Alright, back to hypersleep. Look at that. The blob wins again. Best gameplay right here. Alright. There are no stations here anymore, so I can build one. I have 1 million, so luckily I can build. Alright, there you go. I now own this sector. I'm actually going to head here first and fix that problem. By the time I arrived, all that was left was this Magnus. They killed whatever station was here before. I didn't get to own it though. Just completely destroyed whatever it was. Alright. Go back into TEF territory. Oh, it's so beautiful every time I see my fleet. But yeah, I've got like random fleets over here fighting. That's a lot of like enemy ships. That could kill me. Not sure though. I mean, I have more ships, but theirs are going to be quality. I'll hypersleep a little bit. It's Sector HQ is right in front of me. Instantly killed it. That time instantly was used correctly. Looks like I'm winning the fight. Yeah, looks like I'm definitely winning. Let's see. Yeah, they're basically dead. Oh, shields immediately appeared. Alright, well, I can build this. Sector HQ. Just build this in front of the enemy. And then I can set one of my fleets to defend it. Well, I thought that was going to be a closer fight than it was. I mean, I haven't killed them all yet, but they're basically all dead. Oh, you can see all the little red dots of their equipment. I think what's happening now is that they're coming out from this sector. So if I just fly to it, I might be able to just clear up this problem where they're just consistently coming back in. And in I go to the last TEF territory. Then I'll be on to Lambda. Hypersleep time. I can see they have so many stations. Look at that. I don't know if that's going to be a problem for me or not. Oh. Oh, I got shot at. This is like the worst case scenario right here. They shoot at me. I don't have good shields. Oh, he's a Flyer X. Yes, he's trying to cloak away. Works for me. Best way to know if you're losing or winning is typically how your fleets are doing. Looks like I'm winning. I'm not losing too much. Still nothing under half. No tiny fleets yet. Oh, yes. Oftentimes I found the most efficient strategy is just to sit still so your energy isn't getting used up, and so that you're shooting at the same like shield part so that you don't have to break all their shields. I built a Magnus, not in this match because this is Rangers only, but my favorite build is a Magnus with just all laser 5s on it because you can outrange every station in game pretty much. And you just sit like this and just shoot that thing and it dies pretty quickly. In this case, I just have a laser 1, so it's going to take a little bit. Hopefully my other dudes kill it. Probably will, because it's looking not great. It's mine. Okay. I'll have to go back to Seoul now, because they apparently took the place over. I do have to build a HQ, I believe. There's already an HQ here? Okay, there's already an HQ here. Oh, I already took it over. Easy. Easy as that. Didn't even notice. Alright, so my rule of thumb is if a fleet reaches half strength, I change it over to a trade fleet. They get to basically live in retirement. And that also helps just in general defending random places across the map and your economy. So on bigger maps, because you can make custom maps that are up to 64 stars, I've done that. I find 64 stars kind of annoying because once you've like taken over a 16, it's basically the same game. You just have an infinite fleet that can never die. Well, they just passed me by. They wanted to go straight to Seoul. I'm just sitting here because hopefully, yeah, I can get all my guys to show up over here, and then they can't break through anymore. So I can just hop onto the other side now. Hopefully they're not right here. Yeah, they're not, so it worked out. And I can hypersleep through this. I don't think these guys are gonna be super complicated to fight. They do have a lot of little ships. Oh, they're like spawning more in almost. There's like patrol fleets that I'm discovering, I think. Yeah, I don't think the AI puts their fleets ever on like a attack this. It's more of like a patrol to that sort of thing. Oh, I just killed that entire faction. That's why this stuff turned white. So this is now my sector. I can build an HQ. A little too close to the wormhole. Honestly, I think it would be an efficient strategy to build a building at every wormhole, and then that way, as long as you have a fleet on each one, they can basically never break into your sectors. Many. There you go. I'm glad that 8 of my Super Rangers are able to handle a Magnus. A Magnus is supposed to be the strongest ship in the game. Of course, there's different variants, so it's possible I didn't get hit by one that was very bad. There's just a single Ranger left defending this Sector HQ, so I'm going to go ahead and use another Ranger fleet to defend that HQ, since the old one got destroyed. Rangers aren't too good at like being like an economical ship long term, because you have to replace them eventually. Alright, so the last big corporation left, last person bigger than me on the map. They have intel. Nice. Where? Helmus. 75, a naval buoy. Or a nav buoy. Alright, I'll declare war on them. Last faction. That makes only 3 sectors mostly. Hopefully these guys will be fine. We'll find out. Look at that. It's so nice. This is my favorite screen probably to look at. Just all the little guys getting ready to fight. And I've got some random ships around too. These are like trade fleets, I believe. I mean, I don't have anything other than trade fleets and combat fleets. But look at that. I can even zoom in if I wanted to. There you go. Yeah, this is a Ares. That's like a destroyer. 3rd biggest ship in the game, I believe. Look at that. It's so nice looking. I love the millions of little ships. But I'm very sure I'm going to win this battle, so I'm going to just go ahead and hypersleep through it. Look at that. It's so nice. I love that, like, with me, because there's so many ships, I now have 4 frames, almost 4 flames. And like between frames they'll have killed station. Killing stuff so quickly. Alright, I think this place is cleared out. Yeah. So I can go to the next one. Oh, they actually went behind me. Took us area out. I'm gonna go ahead and put a build HQ. So I haven't been buying any new ships, so it'll be interesting to see how many ships I have left once I've taken everything over, because I think I had 732 earlier, right as I was beginning my crusade against all factions not mine that are any strength at all. This should be a very simple fight. Did I just take my own sector HQ back? I think I did. Yes! Don't even have to build a new one. Love it when that happens. I am relieving these guys of their command. Putting a new... They did good though. They survived. New orders. Trade. Again, any fleet under 4, I just put straight on trade. So I think I'm in Helmus right now? Yeah, Helmus. And it looks like my dudes had basically cleared it up before I arrived. Which is kind of nice. There's like just individual ships here now. So I have to head to Beta Pendola. There's a Magnus in Terracosa right now. Terracos. There's a million ships here. I'm not in Beta Pendola, I'm in Terracos. They just killed my station that was here. So I don't have a station anymore. I don't think they took it. Yeah, no, they killed it. So I have no HQ now. Lambda is putting up a fight for that last territory before I get there. Hopefully I have the ship power for it, because that's a lot. Look at that. There's a scroll bar on it. And those are going to be higher quality in my stuff. So this is like the real fight right here, I feel like. So I'm going to participate. I don't want to lose, because I haven't built a single fleet since I started taking sectors over. I don't think I really could. I'd have to like basically just be on defense for a while. I'm going to do that. And I don't want to be on defense. I want to attack. I have a million Ranger A's at the moment. Magnus. I'm going to shoot at the Magnus. I'm just going to sit behind him. Okay, I'm going to attack this Hornet A, or Hornet X. Dude, so many. Honestly, the best thing to do is look for the ships that are the most damaged and try and kill those just to finish them off, so they can't do damage to your fleets anymore. So anything that's like taken a good amount of hull damage is probably the best thing I could do. Especially if they're nearby, like this guy. Kind of just dodging. Yeah, but he's already... This guy's now the new guy that's injured. I took damage. That's good though, because then it's one other ranger that didn't take damage. But I'm not going to chase him, so I'm not really looking to get more damage than that. Nice. Okay, there's no longer a scroll bar on the combat, so that's pretty good. And my fleets aren't doing too bad. I don't actually have one that I need to retire, because like I said, I like retiring fleets that are like half strength or under, and just let them work on economy stuff. So I think at this point I can just head towards... There's a Magnus in Hellemus. How many fleets do I have there? Oh, I've got enough trade fleets to handle that. Oh yeah, that's nothing to worry about. Yeah, plenty of action for all my little ships. Nope. I am right next to an enemy. And I don't think my fleets are nearby. Although luckily I'm not being targeted right now, so that works. Alright, I've cleared everything that's coming in from Beta Pindola right now, so I'm probably going to go in there. Oh, I'm being attacked. Yo, before... This is what I like to do. Pause, click on the missile down here, and you can actually shoot it down. Yep, like that, except for obviously I still took damage. It was less damage I would have taken, and it doesn't cost me this thing, which is a flare basically to stop your ship from being hit. Hopefully, where is that? There it is. I'm just gonna go through the wormhole, and hopefully there's nobody on the other side to insta-kill me. I keep saying insta. I don't know why. It's my word of the day. Word of the day is instant. Alright. For some reason, my allies are here. These guys won't fight these factions, because just because you're allied to somebody doesn't mean they'll declare war on those people. This is the last sector. That's a lot of red stations. Look at that. And they already got defenses on the way. Did I put a station? I forgot to take this sector over, so I'll have to put a little HQ there. So many. Oh, now the scroll bar appears. Now it appears. I have to sleep through it a little bit, because all these little ships are just going to take a bunch of time up. Okay. Whoa, look at that. Those weren't attack lasers, those were all the ships trying to steal, like, one of these. Like, not the missiles, because my ships can't use them, but, like, anything the ships can use, they'll automatically try and grab. Which I think is a really nice feature, that your ships will try and scavenge stuff from enemies. And you can actually set that stuff up, like put settings up where you're like, I want to steal literally everything. I haven't tested trying to be like a scrap empire and just only do scrap as your economy. I don't know if it's possible, but it's a thought. No longer a scroll bar on the side here. How's my fleets doing though? Still pretty good. I've definitely lost a lot of stuff since we started. Like these guys would be retired. This is like basically the last fight though, so I'm not going to bother retiring them. I need them. I need them for the fight. I'm going to go ahead and attack this trade station. laser one is so weak. I finally broke through that one shield, and I don't even think it was entirely me. Something you can do is, I guess I have mines, so you can go right up to the station since you can't move anyway. Hit it with the mine, do some damage. They can do damage to your teammates, and funnily enough, I've actually had mines be the sole reason I ended up being at war with faction, because one of my ships was trying to defend one of theirs, and because it used a mine, it did damage to my ally's ship, and so then my ally hated my guts and wanted to kill me. So, guess a cautionary tale on using mines. Be careful who you use them around, or what even let ships be equipped with them in the first place. But yeah, looks like I basically won the fight. There's only 6 things left here. That's how. Let's see how my fleets are doing. A lot of damaged fleets, very damaged fleets. Another fleet that's down to half strength, but for the most part, we're doing really good. Especially with this being like the last sector, the last stronghold for all our enemies. Down to just 5 enemies left. And this is a sector HQ, so I kind of want to kill that. With my front shield damaged, it's best that I use my back laser. Whole point of having 2 is being able to use them both. I love the look of all the little lasers coming through all at the same time like that. It's very nice. I got targeted by something for a second there before I died, I think. Alright, Sector HQ taken. Nice. Hunter ship. Just gonna use my back laser on that as well. Look at that. I think it's already... Yeah, it's like at half strength already. Almost dead. Almost killed it, and it's abandoned. Yeah, and then destroyed. Man, and this shipyard's almost taken, then we only got these last 2 left. Alright, that's dead. And I think, honestly, these last 2 things aren't even going to be a challenge. And I still have so many fleets left. And these are just my combat fleets that are in the area, in this particular zone. So, I'm going to go ahead and hypersleep through the last 2, or last 1. Look at that. All of them going towards that refinery. Yes. And... dead. That's basically Lambda gone. And then I can build an HQ. I already have one. Yeah. Already have an HQ here. I can go to Terracos, build that final HQ, and I think that'll actually be the full campaign finished, because in my opinion, if you're the top faction, let's just make sure I'm the top faction here. You're the top faction, I'm superpower, second guy down, it's not even a superpower, it's Ascendant, and you control every single sector controlled by Frontier Corporation, which is the default name, I think, for factions. I probably should like change my default to like Wayland Yutani or something, but I'm big enough to call myself that at this point. But we will go ahead and build that last Sector HQ. Oh yeah, that's true, you can spin it too. I forgot that was a thing that you can do. There you go. And I now own every sector in the default universe using exclusively Ranger A's, or Ranger Supers basically, which is just a modified Ranger A. If I look at my stats, I now have 452 ships, so I lost like 300 almost? Yeah, 300 right here. 291, and I killed more ships than I lost, which is kind of interesting considering I only used Ranger A's. Yeah, I killed 50 stations as well. So that is the game. I've taken over the universe with exclusively, let's see if this will lag. Oh, exclusively Ranger A's. So many. I'm just gonna go through the whole thing. Ranger A's. There might be a couple stations in here too, but I didn't build any of them. I just took them all over. There you go. But well, folks, thanks for watching me do this challenge. I like it a lot. This game is beautiful. I think it's only $1 on Steam. It used to be on mobile. I heard it got recently taken down. I don't know if it was just because they couldn't keep up the version or something, but this game is great. I played the first one so much, probably like thousands of hours in the first game. This second game is definitely improvement. I love it a lot. So check out Interstellar Pilot 2. And well, folks, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys around. Well, in the next one. So forgot to mention, this took about 3 hours, just 10 minutes shy of 3 hours, and a lot of that was just AFKing for my trade fleets to make money, because the entire beginning of the game is just economy.